Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Oh, these movies, they just hurt. Everything hurt when I had Why? Why, DC? Why can't you be good like your big brother Marvel? Hey everybody, welcome back to Film Artsy. I'm your guy, Trevor Baker, and today we're gonna be going through the top 7 worst DCU moments. These movies have left us with some desires for better screenwriting, acting, and really everything else in between. From marketing campaigns that promise a really interesting new take on villains, to the smell of fear flies attacking people, to Martha. We've had some pretty bad DC moments. And it's really a hard thing for me because I actually really like DC. I grew up as a Justice League boy. I love DC. I love me some Batman. Green Lantern. Give me that stuff. Inject it into my veins. I love the Joker. But the DC universe just consistently seems to just want to stink. And I do think there's a potential good horizon coming. Like, please, I hope. But today, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about some real stinkers, some real stinky scenes. And there's a lot of them in the DC, but these are just some ones that I pulled out and said, this is my top 7. So let's get started. Number 7. Joker rescuing Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, which Suicide Squad was like a piece of garbage, on fire, tied in a vault, chained up, dropped in the bottom of the ocean, and blown up by a big bomb. It was so bad. It just was not a good movie. And one of those things that didn't really land was Jared Leto's performance as the Joker. Now, I know there's an Ayer cut out there, and apparently there's an amazing Joker out there, and his performance in the new Justice League was pretty good. But this Joker was not good. And the one thing that I really didn't like was actually the Joker is not exactly a feely person. I know he has feelings for Harley Quinn, but the way he treats Harley Quinn in the comics is not exactly endearing. So the scene where Harley Quinn jumps into the vat of whatever, which I guess it's not that dangerous, whatever she jumped into, because he's like, will you live for me? Will you die for me? And she jumps off, I'll do whatever for you, Joker. Just let me love you forever. And he's gonna leave her, and then he decides, oh, no, I actually love her, and jumps in. It's just so non-Joker. It's a gross scene because they already look kind of strange. He's covered in tats, and then they're covered in slime, and they're making out in the slime, and you're like, that's not what the Joker would do. It's very, isn't it acid? Is it supposed to mess them up? Just weird. That was like a cherry on top of all the bad of that Joker-Harley Quinn relationship. Number 6. Back to Suicide Squad. Really didn't like this movie, and what really makes me mad about this movie is I wanted to like it. Like, the marketing leading up to it, I was like, this is gonna be awesome. I was even okay with a new kind of feel for Joker since we just had Heath Ledger's performance. And so I was like, Jared Leto, you're going a different route, but maybe that'll work. It didn't. And what really didn't work was the shoddy, terrible, CGI, terribly acted ending battle. Enchantress is a lame villain who's like, which is weird. And then you have this group of villains who are supposed to be the baddest of bad villains who really don't have a relationship. Isn't this like all in one night, by the way? I think it's all in one night. Maybe it's not one night, but it's pretty darn close to one night. They go from band of people who don't really know each other to, at the end, they're fighting Enchantress and they're talking about how we're a family. And so much so that Diablo, the fiery person who has not fought the entire freaking night, says, this is my family, turns into the big fire demon and dies. Bro doesn't do anything the whole dumb movie. And then he's like, this is my family because I've known him for 48 hours? I'll give him 48 hours. It's just a lame battle. It's a weird sacrifice, and it was a bad ending altogether. Not a good movie. Number 5. This one gets me frustrated. And Joss Whedon's Justice League, you knew that movie was coming out because that is not a good movie, Joss Whedon. The whole point of the movie, is to unite as super people to battle the dark and evil forces that might come to Earth, and to protect, and that we're stronger united. That's what the Justice League is all freaking about. So you know what's a dumb scene? Can I tell you about a dumb scene? And I know it's a Zack Snyder's, but Joss Whedon's, it just felt even worse. Is when they freaking resurrect Superman, And he straight up whoops everybody's batukas. Like, just does. That, like, he's resurrected, and you just realize they don't need a Justice League. They need Superman, apparently. What's the point of the Justice League? Because Superman beats all of them. He's a god. Why are we even playing that here? They're like, yeah, Batman, faster than the Flash, stronger than Wonder Woman, more, you know, I mean, Cyborg at least has guns, and Superman can't make those, but he has laser eyes. Batman, you're a freaking rich dude with a suit. You're useless too. Aquaman, he can breathe underwater, fly faster than a jet. He can take your whale and bench press it. They're just not needed. It's like, it's a dumb scene because it just makes the whole point of, oh, we're better united. Except we put Superman on the playing field, we could just totally chill. We could kick our legs back up in our lazy boy, eat some popcorn, and watch Superman do literally everything that we can do. Lame. 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 Number 4. This scene, this honestly could have been my number 1. This scene, when I heard it for the first time, I literally let out a verbal, what? In Batman vs Superman, if you're unfamiliar, Batman's pissed at Superman. He's like, Superman, he's a problem because he's like a god. If he ever goes bad, it's bad. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna train all these years, build all this equipment, get kryptonite, the whole 9 yards. Very hard, very difficult to eventually take on this god and kill him. That's my goal. He's been doing this for years, folks. He doesn't know Superman, has no relationship with him. They meet like once prior to the big battle that Lex Luthor sets up. They get in the big battle, and quite frankly, Batman bests him. And the battle was relatively interesting. I'm gonna be honest. It was a relatively interesting battle, and he has Superman pinned down. He's got the kryptonite spear. You're like, Batman straight up's gonna win this fight. And then Superman says, "You're letting him kill Martha." And Batman forgoes years of training, all his concerns, all his idealistic beliefs about why Superman is dangerous because his mom has the same name as his mom. Boy, that's convenient. It would have really sucked for Superman if he was like, Stephanie, because he'd been, right? This is what, that's it? You guys' moms share a name and that's it? Not good. This is bad story writing. It's bad. Before we continue our video, I just want to let you guys know that we have a really cool Instagram that updates on a regular basis. So if you like all things Marvel, this is the Instagram for you. So go follow that filmartsy Instagram right now. You won't regret it. I promise you. Seriously, open Instagram right now and click that follow button. Now back to the video. Number 3. So back to our Justice League. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this one. But we all know that in the very red ending, because everything was red for some reason, it was so red. It was so very red. Why was that family there? I know that they lived there, but that whole sequence, like, where they're chilling in the house and the Flash and Superman get them all out, just why? No, seriously, why? Like, at what point, was that for comedic relief? Like, why were they, because you're talking about Steppenwolf trying to, like, restructure the whole planet to present to Darkseid. I don't even know if that's in Josh Whedon's version, like whether he's trying to do it for Darkseid or not. And you want us to watch this Russian Soviet family get saved? Dumb. Just not good. Just so weird. So very weird. Number 2. So let's go back to Batman vs Superman. Now that movie, I will give it this. If you watch the like extended director's cut version, although it's not good, it's like palatably okay than terrible. But what I still struggle with, and everyone probably struggles with, is the shoddy slapped together Doomsday battle at the end. Why was Doomsday in this movie? Don't get me wrong, I'm not even opposed to them bringing in some kind of baddie at the end for Superman and Batman to team up and fight. But Doomsday? Doomsday? You talking about Doomsday? Do you know what Doomsday is? It's like legitimately, there's Darkseid, and then if you, like, he's like the big baddie, and Brainiac's probably up there too, and they haven't done the tier, and Doomsday's there. The guy who freaking kills Superman, you're gonna put him in the movie at the latter half of the movie, the last third of the movie, and then kill him in the same movie? Are you kidding me? And the battle's not even interesting. It's like, bro, I got lasers, and then when I get upset, I like shoot, or get bigger, I shoot more like weird noodle lasers. And then Wonder Woman shows up, oh hey Wonder Woman, and then it gets speared. And that's the end of Doomsday. One of the biggest iconic DC villains of all time. Yeah, why would I be upset about that? It's just, no, it's just, what? Doomsday did not need to be in this movie. Literally anybody else that's not that important that could be killed off. I know you want Superman to die, and I get that, but that's just, I just don't think that was a good call. Clearly it wasn't. No one liked the movie. So, number one. Number one. We all know about number one. Number one was just, it's like, if you had to put a billboard or a commercial for why the Justice League killed Zack Snyder's universe, killed the DC universe, is the lazy reshooting that took place for this film. A, everybody was upset about the reshoots. We knew that. B, the reshoots weren't good. They added the weird Russian family and just awkward humor that didn't flow. You didn't even, I get it, that Henry Cavill was in another movie and he had to have the full beard and mustache. I get that. So here's the thought. Don't have the scene of Superman on the camera going, well, kids, you know, it's gonna all be okay, and I'm Superman, and can you tell that my lips are all weird? It was so, like, it's so obvious. I'm not even a CGI guy. I'm like, that doesn't look like a mouth. That looks normal. And it's like this shot right here. It's like, here's the S, here's me, and here's my edited out mustache. Like, this is about as good as they did. Honestly, this is about as good as they did. Just, no, it just looks like you don't have a budget. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. What's your least favorite DC moment? Are you hopeful for the new direction of the DC universe? I am, but there's definitely a lot more painful memories than good. All that being said, if you have anything to say about the DC, drop it in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or slap the bell, subscribe. It really does help us here, and we're trying to give you guys this content on the daily. All that being said, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, see you later.